What's up, YouTube? I'm Brendan.
I'm Cody.
This is Real Pulse Reviews, and today we're taking a look at The Little Giants, directed by Dwayne Dunham and starring Rick Moranis and Ed O'Neill. So, following last week, we were talking about Hardball and movies similar to it, and I brought up The Little Giants, and I found out Cody has never seen The Little Giants.
Haven't seen a lot of movies, to be honest with you.
Fair
really
enough.
Popular ones.
But I was like, yeah, that's my pick for the week. And I'm sure most of you have seen The Little Giants. It's a classic about, the younger, non-athletic brother putting together what would I call them? The B squad, the kids who suck at football and prevailing at the end and ending up winning it all. So it's a great movie. The story, it's not the best story ever, but it's a phenomenal film. Rick Moranis is great as usual, like he is in pretty much everything he does. I wish he was around more today, but if you don't know, his wife passed, and that's why he stopped acting as much to take care of his family. So he's just phenomenal in everything he does. Ed O'Neill is also phenomenal in everything he does. But story-wise, it follows Rick, who's the younger, non-athletic brother, obviously, and he takes his daughter and some outcast kids, and they put together a squad, and they have to play against his brother, who has obviously the best team, and they're playing basically to see which team is going to represent their town. And at the end of it all, no surprise, you have to have a happy ending. The B squad ends up prevailing, but yeah, it's just a phenomenal movie. I watched this a lot when I was a kid, so I'm going to be a bit biased in my review probably. I'm still going to try to give it a fair score and a score that I think makes sense, but I think I will be a little bit biased. So yeah, I'm gonna let Cody take over, because as him not have seen before, I think he'll give you a genuine review of this. So yeah,
I can definitely understand why this movie is a classic. A lot of people love it. I hear a lot of references in NFL. The players are always making Travis Kelce during practice, summer camp. He had a big helmet on, and NFL players have a protection one, especially if they just got a concussion. It looks kind of like a condom for a helmet, I'm just going to be honest. And Travis Kelce was like, how can I see with this thing on, or something like that. And I just really enjoyed this movie. I like movies where we're going back and it makes us remember our childhood, very nostalgic. It's a classic 90s movie. There's so many small characters in there that I've seen in other 90s movies. In the very beginning, Squint from Sandlot is in it. I'm pretty sure that's Squint. Maybe not, but it looks like him. I could be wrong, but he plays Rick Moranis' character. They started in 1964.
Yes.
The two brothers, and he looked up to Ed O'Neill. Ed O'Neill and Rick Moranis are awesome.
Yeah, I think especially around that time, you get those two in a movie together, it's going to be phenomenal.
It's a good movie. I really enjoyed, my favorite part where I was geeking was when Ed O'Neill and his assistant coach is spying on them because they see that they just recruited that kid, the quarterback, and then Rick Moranis calls and he's like, I don't know what these guys are doing, but that's a good way to get back at your brother. And then they really played it out in the movie where Ed O'Neill couldn't touch the children, couldn't touch himself around the children. I don't know if you picked up on that. Mm-mm. After he got arrested, he wasn't allowed to touch the children. And I thought that was funny, and I just really appreciated this movie. I thought it was very well done for what it is. Is it a masterclass film? Absolutely not. Is it a very enjoyable, nostalgic film that gets better and better every time you watch it over the years? Absolutely.
So I did say I was probably going to end up being a little biased, but I'm going to try to give it a score that I think is fair, but it might be a little higher than I think Cody will give it. I think this movie is a solid 7.5. And I think for me, the standout character is Ed O'Neill, because he's the older brother. He's better than his younger brother at everything. But when it comes to Becky, it seems like he really cares, and he never did anything malicious to her. Like even in the diner when she was asking him for advice, and he said, "No, I think you're beautiful," and he was pushing her towards being more girly, but I don't think he did that solely because he didn't want her to play. I think it helps him if she doesn't play, but I don't think he ever did anything to be malicious. So I think for me, he was the standout character, probably my favorite overall character in the movie. Aside, if we take the kids into account, probably the kid who's like, I can't see with this. He's just hilarious. But yeah, I really enjoyed Ed O'Neill's character. I thought he was phenomenal. He definitely genuinely cares about his family. So yeah, I think it's a little biased, but 7.5 for me.
I truly did enjoy this movie. Like I said, I give this movie a 5.9. I like it. One of those movies where you keep watching it, the nostalgia builds up, and then the score goes up higher, like Brendan's. Overall, there's a lot of flaws in it, but I truly think, just for what the movie is, you just gotta watch the movie and appreciate it for what it is, what they're trying to do. Like Brendan said, I did appreciate where you got to kind of understand where Ed O'Neill's character is coming from. That's his niece, right? He wants what's best for her, and nowadays, looking back, you could be like, wow, he was a jerk to her, but really, he didn't want her to get hurt. He also, from what I understand, he just wanted to let her be his niece, and that's a problem, especially back then, but even still nowadays too, where parents don't let their kids or their uncle, nephew, they try to control them because it's not what they see them as, versus just letting them be their own person. I have a niece, and I love letting her do, play Pokemon, all kinds of stuff that we do together that sometimes a girl wouldn't do. Like, I just got her a stomp rocket. You step on that thing, it launches right there, but I don't want to get too far away from the point, but you just gotta let your kids be your kids, your nephew, nieces, but it also went really good with Ed O'Neill's character.
Yeah.
He plays the same guy, I feel like, in everything. And I love Ed O'Neill. I love Modern Family. It's one of my favorite shows. He's just a fantastic character. He's like, meh, just meh with everything. Very, like, mediocre kind of feel. Like, but in this movie, he obviously wanted to be the best. And it's just, you love the two differences between Rick Moranis' character and Ed O'Neill's character. And I thought, told a really good story. I couldn't give this movie anything in the 6s. 5.9 is
fair.
Very where I'm comfortable with it, because we're going to be doing all types of different movies. And if I do, let's just say we do Chinatown, fantastic movie, one of my favorite movies. Chinatown's going to be high up there, right? So I want to give some room. And I try to remember my rankings for other movies as well. So, yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be it for us. I gave it a 7.5. He gave it a 5.9.
5.9.
I think honestly his score's a little more reasonable than mine, but like I said, I'm
nostalgic, man.
I'm a bit biased towards it just because I grew up watching it so
Absolutely.
much. But
I get that.
Yeah, so we appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you guys in the next one.
See you guys. Evil Dead sucks.